David Beckham fights back tears and is consoled by wife Victoria as England lose World Cup semifinal to Argentina. David Beckham looked heartbroken as Argentina knocked England out of the World Cup in Atlanta, Georgia on Wednesday night. The legendary footballer, 51, and his wife Victoria, 52, held their heads in their hands after the Three Lions lost 2-1 in the semifinals. David's son Cruz, 21, consoled his weeping father following a game of mixed emotions in the stands. David and Victoria watched the devastating semifinal with their children Romeo, 23, Harper, 15, Cruz and his girlfriend Jackie Apostel, 30.
Wet boots ruining your mornings? The job site boot dryer uses gentle, fanless heat to quietly dry boots, shoes, and gloves overnight, helping reduce dampness and odor. Want to check today's Amazon deal? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/4 before it's gone.
The Three Lions had been leading 1-0 when Anthony Gordon snuck the ball into the back of the net in the 55th minute. But just when fans were thinking the job was almost done, Argentina staged a late comeback with both Enzo Fernandez and Lautaro Martinez scoring goals just 7 minutes apart. Earlier in the game, Victoria leaped into David's arms as she celebrated England's goal in the second half. Posh Spice made sure to celebrate this time round after she was ridiculed for failing to react to Jude Bellingham's goal in the quarterfinals last week. The legendary footballer poked fun at his wife becoming an instant meme and insisted she was celebrating on the inside after her subdued reaction went viral. Victoria jumped out of her seat as David roared with victory after Gordon put England 1-0 up against Argentina. David followed the Three Lions around the U.S. in the hope they would finally take home the World Cup trophy. The family joined England fans singing the national anthem, only to be drowned out by Argentina fans booing loudly. David had to face watching his beloved country's team go against his good friend Lionel Messi, who is part of his Inter Miami team. David roared with pride as he celebrated England's victory against Norway last week. When photos Victoria, who famously rarely smiles, stayed seated during the goal, it prompted David to jokingly defend his wife. The football legend commented on stand-up comedian Jenny Johnson's summary of the match after she wrote, "There's nothing like cheering your heart out for England from home." Then they cut to Victoria, and we see that classic Posh Spice smile. "It's so infectious. I used to think I got animated while watching sports, but Victoria blows my enthusiasm out of the water. Each time I see her, I shout, 'Spice up your life,' because her energy is electric." Commenting with a string of crying, laughing emojis, David wrote, "She was celebrating inside. I promise her reactions were slightly slower than mine." The fashion designer and singer has famously said that she wasn't a fan of football when she met David at a Manchester United match in 1997. Ever the doting wife, Victoria ensured she attended every game she could, but confessed she didn't enjoy the sport because she didn't feel wanted when she was pitchside. However, in recent years, Victoria has had a change of heart after David retired and set up his own club Inter Miami. Victoria told the Financial Times in 2024, "I never enjoyed watching football. I never felt necessarily wanted at the matches. I'm not saying this is poor me, but it was never the fun that it is now. Now, when we're in Miami, I feel wanted. I'm friends with the families of the players." David was spotted getting acquainted with Timothy Chalamet as they cheered on rival teams at the France vs. Spain World Cup semifinal on Tuesday. Timothy's father is French, and he is bilingual in both English and French. The star holds dual United States and French citizenship. The Dune star, who is dating Kylie Jenner, threw his support behind the French side as he attended the nail-biting match where they were defeated 2-0 by Spain. David played in both Spain and France during his career, with a stint at Real Madrid from 2003 to 2007, and 5 months with Paris Saint-Germain in 2013. But his loyalty lay firmly with Spain, who scored a penalty in the first half and netted a goal in the second to leave the tournament favorites dumbfounded. Despite supporting rival sides, the two stars still found common ground as they caught up in the VIP hospitality box on the night. They looked to be exchanging friendly banter in the match breaks, where David was joined by his wife Victoria and their children. His children followed suit by supporting the side, with Harper and Romeo both sporting jackets from his brand Intra in Spain's colors. Harper was also seen looking slightly starstruck as she greeted Timothy. Meanwhile, Romeo shared a photo of their meeting on his Instagram page shortly after the match ended. Both Timothy and the Beckhams were left starstruck while eagerly posing for photos with the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, who performed on their home turf during the match. The DCC have soared to superstardom since featuring in 3 seasons of Netflix's hit docuseries America's Sweethearts. Victoria, who stuck to her famous posh pout during the football match, even managed to raise a small smile as she excitedly posted a series of snaps with the cheerleaders, posing with pom-poms and asking, "Did I make the squad?" "Absolutely," replied the DCC girls as they reposted the photo along with a sweet family snap, which showed them posing with Victoria, David, and their kids. The family were also treated to a special performance of the DCC's famous Thunderstruck routine, with Victoria sharing a video of the cheerleaders in their kick line on the field after the match had finished. Timothy was also left thunderstruck by the cheerleaders. The DCC Instagram account shared a video of the star meeting the girls, with a near-speechless Timothy admitting to the camera that he was starstruck. Timothy singled out on a Kate Sundvald, giving her a huge hug before borrowing some pom-poms for a photo. Dallas put on a show as the AT&T Stadium, temporarily renamed Dallas Stadium, hosted the first World Cup semifinal on Tuesday.